Some welcome home, I haven't even gotten a kiss.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 pointless nude scenes in movies.
You either shoot me, or tell me why you're wearing that wire.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most gratuitous nude scenes that did absolutely nothing to advance the movie's plot and only served to sexualize the characters. Which nude scene caught you off guard and made you say WTF? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Bottomless Party. Harold and Kumar escape from Guantanamo Bay. These two incorrigible stoners have just washed up on Miami Beach and need help clearing their names with Homeland Security. Harold and Kumar turn to their only friend in the area, but they're in for a surprise when they get to his house.
Hi, hey.
Fed up with the overpopularity of the topless party trend, Raza has decided to host a bottomless party. The scene comes off as an excuse to show a house full of women with no pants on, just because. The Harold and Kumar films seem to have established themselves as the go-to for excessive amounts of needless sex and nudity. The first installment even featured a scene in which a bizarre couple propositions the bumbling pair.
Let's roll here. How about a foursome?
Number 9. Dancing in the Cemetery, The Return of the Living Dead. There's no place quite like a graveyard to get you in the mood. As a group of punks hang out waiting for their friend to get off work, a character named Trash gets turned on thinking about gruesome ways to die.
Do you ever fantasize about being killed?
Never.
Out of nowhere, she starts taking her clothes off, and based on her friend's comments, this is pretty typical behavior for Trash. Just before she dances on a tomb, she strips down completely naked except for her leg warmers. A strange choice considering everyone keeps complaining about the heat. Trash spends the next half hour of the movie mostly naked until, unsurprisingly, she gets eaten by zombies. 80s horror movies sure love to punish women who weren't impeccably pure. Number 8. Spying in the Shower, 16 Candles. This is a weird scene to include barely 10 minutes into a movie about high schoolers, especially one that otherwise remains fairly chaste throughout its runtime. Sam has a crush on a senior named Jake, who is currently dating the beautiful and popular Caroline Mulford. While at school on Sam's 16th birthday, she and her friends stare at Caroline in the shower, jealous of her mature body.
Unbelievable.
We get that the filmmakers want to show that Sam is self-conscious about her own appearance and thinks she can't compete with Caroline. But surely there are much less explicit ways to do that, no? Number 7. Yacht Party, Entourage. Why does Hollywood think that women are super eager to get naked at parties thrown by rich guys? Before the opening credits even roll, this movie whisks its audience away to a yacht off the coast of Ibiza, where newly single Vince is hosting a party.
Who throws a party when his wife leaves him on their honeymoon?
Vince does, and why wouldn't he?
The guest list is primarily women in bikinis, both with and without their tops. Of course, anyone who's watched the Entourage series knows to expect plenty of nudity and casual sex, with women's bodies often treated like set dressing. It's probably fair to say that the feature film is just giving its audience what it wants. Number 6. Bird in the Buff, Howard the Duck. This one might be the weirdest example of pointless nudity ever put to film. The movie opens on Howard's home planet of Duck World, where our leading man, a duck, has just settled into his armchair to relax. After channel surfing for a bit, he pulls out a copy of Play Duck magazine, and we're treated to an image of a female duck wearing only a corset. But it doesn't stop there. The room begins shaking, and Howard and his chair are pulled by some unseen force right through the wall.
Casey, did you hear something?
As he crashes through his neighbor's apartments, we see another female duck topless in the bathtub. This begs all kinds of questions, the first one being, why would a bird have human-like anatomy? Oh! Number 5. Surprise in a Cake, Under Siege. How can you make a tense action movie even more enthralling? Add a nude model jumping out of a cake, of course. When a band of hijackers take over a battleship during the captain's birthday party, everyone forgets about the beautiful woman waiting in the cake. And after taking too much seasickness medication, she forgets her job too and falls asleep.
Must be nuts.
Later, as Steven Seagal patrols the ship, taking out mercenaries one by one, he jostles the cake and wakes her up, prompting her to start stripping before even realizing what's going on.
Whoa! Shut the music off.
Let's just say, if the filmmakers wanted Seagal to team up with a real-life Playboy playmate, there are less gratuitous ways to do it.
My name is Jordan Tate. I missed July '89.
Number 4. Random unmotivated nudity, Open Water. This sleeper hit was inspired by the real-life disappearance of an American couple who were accidentally abandoned at sea while on a diving trip. The low-budget camera and sound work give the film a documentary feel, which makes it even more bizarre when the lead actress suddenly appears fully naked with no warning. Early in the movie, she lays in bed on the night before the dive wearing nothing but some face cream. There's literally no purpose for this nudity. It doesn't even lead into a sex scene. In fact, there's nothing sexual in the movie at all. So why did we need to see Blanchard Ryan naked?
You okay?
Number 3, unexpected undressing, Trading Places. One of the most acclaimed movies of the 1980s, Trading Places is more sophisticated than the average comedy. That's why Jamie Lee Curtis's sudden toplessness at the midway point is so jarring. When wealthy financier Lewis ends up on the street as the result of a sadistic experiment by his bosses, Curtis's Ophelia takes him in out of pity, having played a role in his downfall.
Now you want me to help you out? I expect a lot in return.
After giving him the lowdown of her life, she suddenly begins undressing in front of him. It's not the only instance of unnecessary nudity in the film, but it is arguably the most pointless.
Put your clothes on and get out of here.
Number 2, topless vacuuming, Working Girl. When she finds out her boss is planning to steal her idea for a merger, Tess waits until she goes on vacation and secretly takes over her role. Things go better than expected. She impresses her colleagues and even hooks up with a young Harrison Ford.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
As Tess rushes to prepare for her boss's return, the film suddenly cuts to a shot of her vacuuming in only high heels and underwear. The moment comes out of nowhere. Not only is it unmotivated, but the logistics of it just make no sense. After taking off her clothes, did she put her heels back on just to vacuum? In a film with strong feminist themes, especially for the time period, the scene is just baffling.
What's it about?
I don't know. I'm so nervous I can't stand still.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the $500,000 scene, Swordfish. Hacker Stanley has been recruited by a covert anti-terrorism operation to create a computer worm.
I'm not what you think I am.
After waking up in their cushy headquarters, he finds one agent, Ginger, relaxing outside wearing only a bikini bottom. The famous scene was Halle Berry's first nude appearance on camera, and it generated a lot of buzz before the film was even released. Berry has denied the director's claim that she was paid an extra $500,000 to appear topless, but she's well aware that the moment is totally gratuitous. Still, she credits the scene with helping her overcome her fear of bearing her body on screen. Although panned by critics, Swordfish recouped its production budget, thanks at least in part to this incredibly pointless nudity.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.